For the next step, you need to take the cabinet and put it on the floor faced up. Now I'm going to drag it along this carpeted surface just because I know it's soft and cleared. It might be better to pick it up before you do that, but it's also always a great idea to be careful with your cabinets. Now the process which I'm going to use to adjoin the back panel to the side panels uses the 4 trapezoid blocks. This is the most conservative when it comes to conserving your pieces, so you won't have to use quite as many pieces, because I know some people prefer to put different pieces in different places. But essentially you need to have 4 blocks in each corner. And they just drill right into the side like that. The ones at the front are a little bit less necessary because they're already held together with the dovetail. So I'm going ahead and I'm knocking them out of the way. And you can make sure that you can put these trapezoids flush with the top, so long as they don't go over the top, you should be fine. Now for the back panel, I need to make sure this piece is a little bit bowed, so I need to make sure that is a perfect right angle right here, and the back panel slides right into the side panel. At least for the second screw. It's good to do it for both screws, but the second screw is always more important. Same thing over here. Once you have your trapezoid blocks down, you need to do the toe kick. So for this process, we're going to take the cabinet and flip it completely upside down. Doesn't matter too much if you mess the frame up, because it should be covered by your countertop. For this toe kick, you need to have the white side facing outward, and you just put it right here by the frame. And for this process, we're going to use 2 metal fasteners on each side of the toe kick. These metal fasteners go on the inside. And as always, make sure you pull these 2 pieces together when you're adjoining the 2 pieces. You'll notice that this toe kick is up a little bit above the cabinet, or I guess below. So you need to make sure you push that down so the whole cabinet sits even. That'll save you a whole lot of time shimming later down the road. Now, if you're looking at our instructions, you'll notice that the next step is to assemble the drawer, which we'll have another video that you can refer to for that. Now, the next step that I'm going to explain is putting the door on. to your base cabinets. Some base cabinets have 2 doors. This base 24 only has, this is base 18, only has 1. Maybe you've already done your drawer, maybe you haven't. I've got another video if you want to check that one out, and the instructions as well. But if you haven't done your drawer yet, it's not an issue. The order in which you do these isn't super pertinent. Again, we're going to use 4 1/2-inch screws to make sure that the hinges stay on the door. And my personal preference to get the door on the cabinet is to use 3/4-inch screws, which I think they provide in the packaging. Let's take a look. These are the screws that are provided in the packaging. They're about 3/4 inches long. They should work perfectly fine. They usually do anyways. So depending on which way you want the hinge to open on your base cabinet, you're going to put the door on a different side. For this particular cabinet, we're going to hinge it on the right side, but if you need it on the left side, you can certainly do that as well. These cabinets only come, some of them only have pre-drilled holes for the right side or the left side. It's not terribly consistent, but if you need to drill holes on the right, or if you need to put your hinges on the left side, or any side that doesn't have pre-drilled holes, you can certainly measure one side and mark it with a pencil on the other side. And the doors can be adjusted later, so if they don't go on perfect, it's not a huge issue, so long as they're close enough. It is pretty important to make sure that these hinges go on pretty tight, because we don't want the door wobbling a whole bunch. This hinge is pretty good. The holes on this cabinet are pretty good, but some of them aren't lined up very well. And if you get your top hinge in and your bottom hinge doesn't have, you don't see a hole available, it's perfectly fine to drill your own hole, so long as the hinges stay on right. And once you've got that on, and you've also got your drawer frame on, it's always important to put bumpers on so that you're not slamming the doors every time you open them and close them. We usually put 2 bumpers on this side, and it's really only necessary to put 1 bumper on the middle right here for the drawer front, but we're going to put 4 bumpers on each corner, or 1 bumper on each corner, I suppose. And once you've got that, your soft closed drawer closes and your soft closed door closes perfectly fine. You've got a perfectly built together cabinet.